Installing the last head stud now. You need to add some blue Loctite to it, thread it in by hand, and if it gives you some trouble, then you double nut it and screw it in the rest of the way. It has to be 135 millimeters off of the case. And this one's going to go in pretty easily, surprisingly. My trusty estate sale caliper. And my esteemed colleague, Marino Aprocese, is assembling some of the heads. He's got 2 done right now. Doing the third, which would be head number 1.
Correct.
And we have these left to do, which I can come help him as soon as I finish that last head stud. And then we'll probably move on to the timing chain guides. It's moving along pretty well. What do you say, Marino?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
I'm excited.
Pretty good. What are your thoughts on the project overall? Super easy and straightforward.
No, a lot of hiccups, a lot of weird.
Yeah.
Weird...
Got 5 of the 6 heads assembled. Removed the fuel injectors out. Or what would those be called? Fuel injection squirters?
Fuel injector.
Yeah. Got the fuel injectors removed to clean those in the ultrasonic cleaner. Oh wow, they look way better. Those were bad. They were really bad. I'm doing the timing guides now, or the chain ramps. So there's one here behind these bolts. Elevates and guides the chain here. One here, one here, and then there's 2 more once you have the motor assembled. All of them are the black timing ramp, except for the bottom right should be brown, and I just removed this one out of the bottom right, so it looks like whoever put this together before used the wrong one. That wouldn't be the first mistake we found on this motor. So the rebuild continues. How much?
$128 a pop.
Yikes! Well, luckily we got all these cleaned up. And ultrasonic cleaner did a great job. So we're gonna toss some new crush washers on these and reinstall them. I was curious how much these cost new, and it's a Bosch part, and hard pass. Reusing. So it is our second session of assembling the motor with everything new. First session was yesterday, and we got the heads assembled, all the valves, valve springs, everything put together, and I put new head studs into the case. Today we're gonna hope to get these pistons and cylinders installed, put the heads on, and then probably that top cam girdle.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right, the first cylinder and piston is installed. That's unfortunate. Looks like the rebuild's got a snag in it. This is damaged. That is super unfortunate. I wish I had opened these up a couple weeks ago. Wow. That really sucks. Oh, that one's not going in. You know, it's funny, in case they gave me any flack and said I tried or I had dropped it or something, I have a full,
Literally recording of it.
I have a full video of me opening it, cracking the seal and everything. Well, let's hope this one is in good shape. Ah, man, and I've heard nightmare stories about getting a refund from that company.
Perfect. Perfect.
Just like that, 3 done. On to the other side. Let's do 2 more because one's broken. Let's see how smooth this goes. Ooh. If you guys watched the earlier videos, you know what this used to look like. Well, since we're missing 1 cylinder now because of damage, I have to order another one, but we have all the 5 in that I have, and this thing turns super. Whoop, I can't turn with 1 hand. I need 2 hands. Oh. Help! Help, Tom Cruise. Oh, man, that is just beautiful. You'll love to see it. Back to the Porsche. We finally are able to assemble this thing. Got the replacement cylinder, and I shipped out the old one that was damaged on the corner. So instead of 5 cylinders, we're finally gonna have 6, and then the heads can start going on. So we're gonna get to that. Bam! Assembled. Actually, let's turn it over. Let's make her flat. Boom. Brand new cylinders and pistons. Look at that action. beautiful. Good job, Marina.
Thanks, man.
Now he's ready to leave because he only comes over for like 30 minutes and he has to go. You won't get pizza with me ever. Can we get pizza? Yeah. What? We get pizza? Nah, dude, he's lying. As soon as I end this, he's not getting pizza. Okay, it is officially the day. Okay, it's really dirty. It's really gross. It is officially the assembly day for the rest of the motor. So we had the cylinders and pistons in, and now we're doing throwing the heads on, you know, the cam girdles and all that good stuff. So Marino's finally here. He's gracious with his presence, so he can help us a little bit. He won't stay for pizza because he's a freaking liar. But the heads are assembled. We're going to clean up this stuff a little bit and throw this motor together. Probably about 2.5 weeks. For a piece of pizza?
No.
Oh. You gonna get pizza?
I guess. I do a large pepperoni and bacon with extra bacon.
Pizza break. So we have the cylinders, pistons, heads on, lightly torqued hand tight. The oiling tubes with new O-rings, those are on. These are a 2-piece one, so I guess if we have issues, we'll change these out later on. Now we're gonna clean the camshaft housing and then throw that on. And this surface has to be extremely clean. It gets stressed multiple times how clean this needs to be because you have to use this Loctite 574 on it. And that is the only sealant that goes on this. There's no gasket or anything.
Perfect.
All right, the camshaft housing and the cylinder heads are on the passenger side. So we're gonna flip the motor over, do the other side, and then get down to the rest of the assembly.
Perfect.
I'm gonna do an initial 360. That way we make sure we have enough of this.
Yeah, you'll be able to spread that.
and then I'll go back and add more. Uh-oh.
Perfect.
The red tack.
Look at that now.
It's called a red tack or something. Yeah, that's good. Okay, that's good.
She'll ride. Awesome. So that's all assembled. Next is going to be the cam boxes. We just put these in ultrasonic cleaner and clean them up a bunch. These pressed in dowels here have like a factory sealant, so it calls for a JB weld. So I'm going to mix up some JB weld and then cover these gaps here and let it cure overnight, and then probably in a day or two we'll finish the assembly.
Perfect.
Just got the 911 wiper arms off. They look atrocious. So I'm gonna blast these and powder coat them too. I love doing stuff like this, these little brackets. When you do 50 things like this throughout the whole car, it really makes a difference. Wiper arms are blasted, and I'm even gonna do these cap nuts here. Not very easy to blast. Good to go. A little dust on them. It's turned out great. I go with satin black on a lot of stuff. I don't like the gloss, the heavy gloss shine, and then flat is just too bland. Satin is pretty proper for a lot of things. So looking at the 911 up on the lift, I just went under and sprayed absolutely everything with lubricant. Anything with a thread, basically. Because eventually I'm going to start taking all this stuff off and repowder coating it or changing bushings, and it's great to get ahead and just lubricate everything up. That way you're not breaking everything, all the nuts and bolts. I did find this panel under here is like the only bad rusted item, and it just unbolts there. So I'm going to take this crusty thing off and see how bad it is. If I can blast it and repowder coat it, that'd be sweet. If not, I'll just buy a replacement. But that's really the only cruddy thing underneath here. Gonna replace these hoses, and gonna have to shove a new boot on the axle. Actually, this one might be okay. It just needs to clamp properly. I'll probably rebuild the axles, do all the grease again. A lot of these lines need changed out. Just a whole lot of might as well while I'm in here. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. Ugh, that's not legal in California. After blasting this thing, it's just too far gone. I love saving stuff and repowder coating it, but this is junk. I'm gonna buy another one or make another one. To the bin. So if anyone knows the name of that tray piece or a part number, feel free to share it. I'd appreciate it. Then I don't have to look through a catalog and find out what it's called. Looks like this whole lower valance of this rear bumper too. I can take that off and blast it. But the wide body itself is awesome. Awesome shape. Super happy with this. I'm gonna wire wheel a ton of this stuff, clean it up and paint it. Ready to coat the fan assembly and some of these other covers. And I wanted to keep it more of like an OEM looking grayish, so I went with prismatic, super durable gray. Not really sure how it's going to turn out, but I just loaded it into one of my canisters and time will tell. All right, I feel like it's a good opportunity to stop the video there. Got a ton of work done on the 911 motor. Next, gonna have to work on setting timing, getting a lot of the accessories put back on. But for the most part, I'm super happy with the progress on the motor so far. So once this is buttoned up and I have all my workbench space back, I can start focusing on the interior, undercarriage, suspension on the car itself. Super eager to do so, and then I am gonna paint the car. I have an idea of what color. I haven't fully committed to it yet, but I'll probably paint the car and reveal that. The LS car has come a super long way. There's not a whole lot for that to, there's not a whole lot it needs really for it to go to paint either. So I got a couple cars that are getting ready to get painted, which is exciting because it's getting to that season where I want to be driving these things around. So I'm considering getting the motor rebuilt, tossing it in the car and making sure it runs and ironing all that out before I get really deep into doing the interior undercarriage and all that stuff, but I haven't fully decided. We pulled this motor in like 2 hours, having never pulled one before, so I think we could probably do it in about an hour, just because we were just being a little cautious of everything. So we might throw this back in there, get it running, and then pull it back out, make sure everything looks good, check it for leaks, and then go over the car. But there's a lot of content to go over, and I have a lot of filming to do. So over the next couple days, I'm going to be finishing this up.
Perfect.